Next contestant goes by the name Noor Adila Mohamad. Adila is currently a postgraduate student in the School of Biological Science, USM. She has previously taught biology in a matriculation college prior to moving to USM to pursue study in applied entomology with her topic Buzz Off. Welcome up, Adila.
Me to the room and let me land on your hand. Imagine it was a long and tiring day and you are about to fall asleep. And then you hear a buzzing sound. It's a warning sign that you might be the next meal. I was trying to make mosquito sound. Unfortunately, it sounds like technical glitch here. You see, nobody likes mosquito. They bite, we slap, and as a parting gift, they leave us with tiny little itchy bumps or something far even worse, dengue. Now, the global incidence of dengue has dramatically increased in recent years. And at the moment, there is no specific treatment against dengue. So the next important step is to not let the vector breed, or else you bleed. And this is where I come to play. My research focused in controlling and reducing the population of Aedes mosquito, with subsequently helping in bringing down dengue cases as well. Now, the interesting thing about Aedes mosquito is they do keep oviposition. So if you imagine you have 100,000 ringgit and you want to go for investment, instead of lumping all the money in just one nest, it's safer to invest it in different places. Similarly, Aedes mosquito is a brilliant investor. Instead of lumping all their eggs in just one container, they do it in multiple containers, a behavior that is called keep oviposition. They don't do go big or go home. They go sustainable. So if you join me and imagine an ovi trap treated with insecticide, we'll be getting something similar to this. This ovi trap contains insecticide known as insect growth regulator, which stops the development of babies mosquito from turning to adult. So eggs will not hatch, larvae and pupae will not turn into adult mosquito. When female mosquito comes to one of our trap, they will contaminate themselves with this insecticide. So when they go to the next breeding site, because they do keep oviposition, they will carry it together, transfer it to the new breeding site, and it will affect the new breeding site as well. This is very important because a lot of time, mosquito breeding sites are cryptic and hard to find. Now, as the saying goes, if you can't beat them, you join them. We let mosquito do all the dirty jobs by manipulating their behavior to use it to our own advantage. And so far, we have seen some positive results in turning a dengue hotspot areas into non-hotspot areas in the matter of weeks. So you may think that this might not look impressive, but science doesn't have to be beautiful. It just needs to be effective.
Thank you, Adila. Judges?
That's something that we really need. So many hotspots.
I know.
Now, how feasible is it? How viable is it? Have got trap, and we need so many traps. And how will mosquitoes be attracted to them?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. So firstly, Aedes mosquitoes specifically, they are very attracted to a man-made container, so check one. So secondly, they are attracted to black-colored container, so check two. And thirdly, there is actually an attracting component which is called pheromones that attract mosquito, so check three on that. So this is why it is advantage, and mosquito will be mostly attracted to this if it's released in nature.
Do you know how many mosquitoes have in that? Based on their behavior, how many mosquitoes convert into those who can transfer the infertility?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Apart from this, actually, we also have like a tissue paper inside. So every time mosquito lay eggs, it will be attached to this tissue paper. And it's not a normal tissue paper. It's actually a tissue paper that is specialized so that when the eggs dry, it does not fall off. So we have a number of how many is in each strap, and some appears to be more than the others.
Mara?
This is, I like FameLab, but every time I come here, and it's God knows how many years already, I keep getting bad news. I'm a 3-time survivor of dengue, so I have the first, second, third, then 1, then 2, then 3. My doctor told me if you get the 4, better say your prayers. And you're not helping. You're telling me that this Aedes aegypti, maybe, possibly,
Yeah, it is.
right? It's cleverer than we are, and that's why I get 3 times, because I like to skip many positions when I do my reporting. But the problem is, okay, since you're from USM, I want to challenge you with a finding from UM. This very famous professor in UM said that we are approaching the dengue fever wrongly. It's pretty obvious that we should just take the white flag up, render to the, but you have just made the point, to the Aedes mosquito, because they seem to have adapted well to anything that we have thrown to them. So his point is, rather than fight the mosquito, fight the virus. So isolate, just like COVID-19, isolate people who have dengue in them, because we are the carriers, they're just the one transmitting from one body to the other. So please wade into this debate, because I don't want to go and tell the Malaysian public that, hey, bad news, Hulu Langat just have 51 cases reported yesterday for dengue. There's a spike there. And surprise, surprise, the Aedes mosquito is still better than us. And we don't have an answer. Can you try to answer this? Not for me, for the whole
we'll
of Malaysia.
try. Thank you very
maybe try
much.
to wrap up your answer.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, that's a very interesting question and very hard one to answer. Okay, dengue specifically is a multifactorial disease. And to combat dengue, we need a very wide type of solution. So to add another solution to whatever we are having now is just a plus point, because some approach works better in certain environments, while others work differently in different environments, and some factors, some approach together, they complement each other and works better. So in my opinion, having more approach in a way as a way to combat dengue is important, and we have to be together to cross the bridge. And if there's no bridge, we'll build it one.
We need to have a conversation after, because you just skip over certain things that I wanted to hear. But never mind, I like that answer
Thank you.
also.
All right. All right. Thank you, Adila.